to JustMe Gaming. We're server 1805. The game we're playing is TopWar. So, we're having a lot of good, positive movements towards changing the game for better longevity. For those that have been watching Teamy and for those that remember Wannabe Gamer, this is something that's the players have been working for a long time now. There's a big community of us that enjoy the game. We're dedicated to it. We've been in it for a long time, years. The game has a lot of potential to give us a lot more gameplay and tactics, strategies, interaction. Interaction with not only players in your own server, but in other servers. 24/7 through interactive gameplay. So we're discussing modes like 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, and in different leagues for the strengths of players. So 2 hero marches for combinations for the 1v1, 2v2, 3v3. 3 hero marches for the same categories. 1, 2, and 3. Right up to 4 hero marches. Each one will have a limited level of skills. So you must have heroes at least at that level of skill to enter those arenas. That's something we're thinking about. And when you win, you will get points. It'll be like a ladder. So there'll be rankings. There'll be rankings in all the categories. For the team events like the 2v2, the 3v3. Also for the individuals. So now when players log in, cheers. It doesn't take long for us to do our tasks. And then our marches are right back to gathering on most days. And right now, the server events, it lasts for 1 hour on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday, depending on the time you choose. And that's pretty much all the interaction we get in the game right now. And 1 hour a week is not a lot of interaction. So for the people that play it for a while, they kind of get demotivated because you don't know what you're working for. You don't have the common goal. So the devs are quite aware of this. The developers at TopWar are quite aware of this, and they're looking to correct it as well. So this is one of the ideas we're thinking about, and we're interested in your view on it. Would you be interested in getting an interactive 24-hour, 7-day-a-week gameplay into the game? So now when you log in, there is game you can play. And like I said, it'll be across every server. So it'll unite the whole entire TopWar community. And with balancing. So obviously we know what group you're going to be in. Same with you, Ken. And that's good. And we're going to try and get to that level as well. And for everybody else, we're going to be playing within our own levels. And we're going to be playing against equal players. So it takes us back to the original concept of TopWar. What the whole game was based on, right? Tanks beat planes, planes beat Navy, Navy beats tanks. And when you get up to like a 4-hero combination, that's never been in the game. Nobody's ever been able to use 4 heroes. So that's going to add a whole nother dimension for a lot of creativity and individuality. And it's going to help the streamers. It's going to give us way more content. We can now start doing live streams for long periods of time. And it's going to help to promote the game. And that's going to help to promote the community. Rewards for the events such as WOO, DL, SVS, and even the things in the game, like we're talking about being able to recycle exclusive skills, recycle the hero gold shards. So we can support the free-to-play players so they can constantly stay competitive. And then for the spenders and the light spenders, we're going to still be expanding our marches anyway. We want full perks on our heroes, so we have to accumulate more. But in time, the free-to-play players are eventually going to have a main march with full perks, and they're going to be quite competitive as well for one march, right? Which is awesome. To get a free-to-play player to have a competitive march, to be able to compete in events, would be fantastic. It brings them all into play, and that's what we're trying for. Now, obviously, the whales, they're going to have 6, right? And they're going to be building things. So we'll always have that same thing, right? Whales and the other players. But that's what makes the game so much fun, right? And that'll really help to bring balance. Because right now, the imbalance is not with the spending. It's that we're not supporting our free-to-play players. We're boxing them out of the game. So our community can't grow. It's spenders only. And that won't work. There's a huge world out there. 8 billion people. We want as many people as possible playing, right? And lots of us are fortunate enough we can spend a little bit more on our entertainment budget. But not everybody can. But everybody deserves to have the same level of enjoyment in their entertainment. And when we do that and we invite them and we support them, that's what's going to grow our community. There will be no such thing as dead servers anymore. The servers will be growing, and the whales will be splitting up, because 770 and 591, they were well aware in this event, in this EL especially, that if you try to manipulate something and all the whales in the entire game went to one server, who are you competing against? Right? It doesn't work. It's like to take all the best players in any sporting, right? Doesn't matter if it's the NFL, the NHL, the NBA, the MLB. If we were to take all the best players and build our championship team and then put them in the regular season, nobody would even watch it. You would lose all your fans, you'd lose all your revenue, and the sport would die. So that's why they don't do it. And even when we have Olympics and world competition, we don't take the best in the world and put them on one team. No. We take the best in areas and then they compete for it. Right? So a little balance goes a long way, and as players we also have a responsibility to maintain that in the game as well, right? Because let's face it, we are the bigger community. There's a lot more of us than there is developers and all that. And they don't want to limit us, stuff like that. So right now, the aspect, support the free-to-play players. Support the lower spenders. Get them up to the same level. Right? And then the game has a very good balance. Strategy becomes more involved. Tactics become more involved. And it's way more entertaining, way more fun. And we're going to be able to compete in all these different arenas. So I'm very excited for it. To everybody that's been working with the devs, you guys know who you are. You're in the chat. For the devs themselves, for Rubes, for TopWar, for now reaching out and listening, actually listening to the players, and now opening the door finally, and we're starting to make some changes. So let me know down below. Click the link. Let's see your vote. And this is our first step to actually getting some changes made in TopWar. I love the game. I look forward to playing against all of you in this interaction. Take care, guys. We'll see you in the next video.